Have you ever wondered if the world might be a better place if there were some people that were just, well, erased? You know, the really bad people, like Hitler and puppy killers and terrorists and things. I mean, every time I hear on the news about some crazy person that went off and killed 27 people, I'm like, God, how could you let that happen? Why doesn't God just kill all the bad people? Wouldn't that make sense? I mean, if God really cared about us, he would be like a cosmic Superman policeman, up in the sky with a bow and arrow pointed at the ground, just waiting for a bad guy to start plotting some evil scheme. And then, whap, he could just get him and everybody could be happy, because whatever bad thing he was planning would never happen. Well, let's imagine that maybe God actually tried that. In the ancient world, everybody had a story on every continent everywhere of a great flood that had occurred and killed almost everyone on the planet. Well, let's imagine that that was just God killing all the bad people. Let's just imagine that. So here's God, and he's sorting out the good guys from the bad guys, and it turns out everybody's bad. Everybody. Every minute of every day, every person is always thinking of some thing they could do to hurt someone else. Every thought is on corruption and violence and just being mean. Everybody except Noah and his family, the Noah family, Mr. and Mrs. Noah and their sons and their wives. Those are the only good people. So God goes to them and says, okay, Noah family, I'm going to send a flood and kill all the bad people. And that means everybody except you guys. So you guys need to hurry up, build a big boat, and get 2 of every animal and have them on the boat with you so that you'll float when I send this flood. And everybody else will die, but you'll be safe and you'll be happy. So that's what the Noah family does. They go and they build the big boat called an ark, and they get 2 of every animal, load them up on the boat, they all get on and close the door. That's when it starts to rain. And it rains a lot. It rains so hard and so long, the water covers the entire planet, and everything dies, except the family and the animals on the ark. So, well, God makes the waters go down. The ark lands on the ground, and they're able to get off, go out and get on with their lives, right? Noah's sons, well, their wives have kids, and they grow up, and they have kids, and they grow up, and they have kids, and they grow up, and they have kids, and so on until the world is full of people again. And they're all bad, mostly. They're corrupt and always thinking of ways to hurt one another. The solution of God killing all the bad people didn't work, because evil lies in every human heart. And whatever the solution is, it's not about killing the bad guys. It's about fixing the human heart. Now, I don't know if this actually happened this way. I don't know that God necessarily has to experiment with different solutions for evil. But I do know that at the end of this story, something happens that I learn about God. That at the end of this story, God takes his bow. You remember the bow and arrow pointing down at the earth to kill all the bad people? Well, God takes his bow. He hangs it in the sky to show people how God relates to human beings. And next time you see a rainbow, you can try this. Look at the rainbow and imagine that it's the bow part of a bow and arrow, and think, which direction is the arrow pointing?